Good morning. I'm early. I think I'm early my whole life. Here we go. I'm going to come down even further today, so we can be up close and personal. Like, good morning, Corey and Melissa, and 4 others. That's what it says to me. Lisa, Charla. Hi, Charla. And Janice. Janice, I just put something in the mail to you. Well, I really didn't. I got to go to the post office when I'm done here. So we're going to cross our fingers that this is not blurry, but it looks blurry to me. Nothing I can do. It's the best I can do with my internet, and hopefully it doesn't cut out. So yesterday welcome. By the way, you guys, welcome. I know a lot of you actually made your books, which is super de-duper cool and makes me really happy. So yesterday we did this. We looked around my house. Today we're going to keep going. Let's keep going. It's kind of fun to cross off my lettering. I don't want to wreck that house though, because I can use that on something. Okay, so today we're going to keep going. Oh, and tomorrow we're doing house doodles, where I'm going to teach you how to draw cute houses like these. They're not hard, trust me. So what are we going to do today, guys? Man, there's a lot of you here. Connie, Laura, Leanne, Susan, Chris, Barbara, Leah. There's a lot of you. So hopefully you guys made your books. Let's just do a recap. Move that. This is the book that we're working on. It's a little file folder book. So if you have file folders, you can make this book. If you don't have, it's upside down. If you don't have file folders and you just want to watch and maybe make the book later, you can. But I'm going to show you what I did yesterday with cardstock. And I think a lot of you guys did them with cardstock. Super cute with cardstock. So hang on. So I did this yesterday because I went on YouTube and I started watching 1.5 million videos doing things with file folders. And man, there's probably 100 little mini, I typed in mini books with file folders. There are so many cute ones with pockets and all kinds of things. But for this, I did a couple others yesterday, but we're not going to show those. So this one, I just used cardstock and I did it bigger. So I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet and cut it in half. Maybe if I go this way, it'll be easier to see. So there's the little tiny one. Oh, it's still stopping. What can I tell you? It is what it is where I live. It's just bad video. It's just bad internet. Anyway, cardstock, right? Because I'm still doing projects for my Rainbow Bright, and I wanted to have a rainbowy type sample, but I don't like regular rainbow colors. So, and then I added this little tab on the front, which I thought was pretty cute because I couldn't find my hole reinforcers, although I do know where they are now. Hopefully that's the middle. Oh, don't mess me up. Hole punch. I'm so weak these days. Oh, well. Anyway, screwed that up. I'll fix it later. So I added these little, I liked them. They're kind of like you could hang it when you're done with it. I added those. So I know some of you guys did one with cardstock, so that's cool. Don't tell me when the video stops today because it will start again. Trust me, it's just what it's doing right now. We're still in like darkness here. So today I'm going to talk to you about distressing, hole punching, and lettering. So that's where we're at. Oh, I want to show you this. Hold on. So this is what's going on the cover of this little book. And then I made these, which I think are super cute. For those of you guys that have a sewing machine, you might want to do something like this. So I cut myself mats, like from the scrapbooking days. I cut white mats to go in here, and then I stitched around them. Let go. Isn't that cute? That's going to be cute, huh? So with a sewing machine, everybody always says, how do you sew on paper? You just sew like you sew on fabric. You don't need 2 sheets. You just need 1 sheet, and you're just stitching around it with your sewing machine. I, however, know that you're going to hate me when I tell you that I have this fabulous multicolored thread from Metler. I think it's Metler, but lots of companies make multicolored thread, but isn't it cool? It's rainbow. So I stitched rainbow thread, and then lettering is going to be the theme of this book. So she's going to go on the cover. Maybe I need the white. Anyway, I just want to show you what I did yesterday. That was one of my other projects, but it was still in keeping with what we did, so that's why I thought I would share it. It's just bigger. I also wanted to show you that you can use a full sheet of 8.5 by 11. You could use a full sheet of 12 by 12. You're just going to fold it differently. So hopefully once you guys put your book together, you saw that it can be a billion different sizes. All right, so there's that. I'll show you all that when I finish it, probably today. So the next thing we're going to talk, well, we're going to write my list because I want you guys to practice some lettering because it seems like we've been getting off track here doing all kinds of fun projects, but I want to come back to lettering. So I did this, printed it onto white cardstock. The reason that it's all dirty looking, some of you people might think it's dirty looking, is because I wanted to distress it. So this book, the original book, got distressed all around the edges. So that's why it looks so vintagey and grungy. If you are new to distressing, don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do. So you can use two things. You can either use a tea bag, which most people have in their house, or if you have stamp pad ink. I use Tim Holtz Distress Inks, but whatever stamp pad ink you may have. I love brown tones, but one of the videos I watched yesterday that was a mini file folder book by Joggles. I think the girl's name is Joggles. She has a company. It was really good. She used red and blue and purple in there with her distressing colors. I just want to show you this. I also have been stamping this little stamp onto scraps of my file folders. And I could make a card with this, or I could make a, one of the other videos I saw. Everybody's doing these little W books. They're like a, oh, there's my instructions I was looking for all day yesterday. It's where you fold it and and then you glue your papers back together. So it becomes a long, narrow album. I lost my instructions all day yesterday. Whatever. But you can use this to mat stuff on. You could cut letters out of it. We did the Chunky Monkey last week. This would be super fun to use in there. So I'll use this for something. I digress again. So here's my book. We're going to talk about hole punching and distressing. So I did some of it so you could see two different ways. Where it's really light here around the edges, that's kind of frosted looking, like maybe smoky. That's done with a cosmetic sponge, and we'll talk about that. And where it's really dark around the edges, I used just straight distress ink. So these are all distressed, right? But I didn't finish it because I didn't want you to be mad at me. So how I did straight distressing, and they make tools for this. I know you stampers are going to say, oh, there's that little tool with the whatever on the end. You got to save money to buy pens. Don't go buying tools. So I just take the stamp pad directly and I do light pressure because I have a fairly new stamp pad. And if I put really heavy pressure, it's just going to be black. So do you see that? There's no, oh, here's that cool spot where my file folders were embossed on the edge. There's no right or wrong. It's never going to be perfect. It's distressing, you know? So then let's go to the back cover. Hold on. Where's this start and end? So then the next thing that you can do, and hold on. Because my stamp pad is super juicy and new, I kind of blot it off on a piece of paper before I go to this. Otherwise, I'm going to get it really dark. And that little distressing tool that you can purchase is a circle. I'm telling you, you don't need to buy it. If you have it, it's good for you. Good for you. But you can use this to do the same thing. So see where it's kind of smoky here in this edge, but down here it's not. And some people, you neat freaks, you people that clean your house 24/7, those people hate this. Don't do it. Leave your book real straight and clean. Like my rainbow book, I'm not going to distress it. But I do happen to love my file folders distressed. So I'm going to finish this because if I don't, I won't do it later. So do you guys see how the distressing works? Well, that was not a good move. I didn't like that at all. But that's okay because I'm going to put a piece of paper over this. And you're not going to see the whole thing. So let me finish it. So I use Tim Holtz Distress Ink, which you don't have to use. It takes a little bit longer to dry. And I hate getting my fingers dirty. I'm not really a very good artist that way. Because I have to go to the kitchen sink and wash my hands before I move on to lettering. And I'm pretty sure that's because I was trained as a calligrapher. And you want to keep everything neat and tidy and clean. The one video I watched yesterday, the girl had one of those pouncing tools for doing this, and she distressed the whole book and went flick, 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 and the sound was driving me nuts. So I apologize if the sound is maddening to you. I have a problem with sounds and smells lately. It's probably from being cooped up too long. So did anybody have any trouble putting their book together yesterday? Do you need any help with anything? Should I go back over something? Because we're just going to move along otherwise. But you guys are all there and I don't see anybody talking. There's like a big line of people's names. All right. So the other thing that I did in the first book was apparently I bent this all the way back and did the center. Which I don't know if I do or not. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Learn from my mistakes. If you don't like it, don't do it. But like I say, the rainbow colored ones, I don't think I would distress it. If I did, I would use black. I know the video just stopped again, so apologies. Stupid internet. Stupid Lindsay living in the mountains. All right, so. Oh, that one was crazy. That one got everywhere. Okay, so now my book is distressed. You can always do more if you don't feel like you did it enough. So that's distressing. Got it? So if you have cosmetic sponges at home, if you have Q-tips, if you have a paper towel, you can use your finger if it doesn't bother you. You can use all kinds of things to distress. You really don't need to go buy that fancy tool. And then if you have a stamping off piece of paper, you can use this when you're done to cut shapes out of as well. All right. Oh, wait. Hold tight. So then what I did was this was so stark white for this book, right? Since we distressed the book, I wanted to distress this. So I'll show you on this piece. Same thing as we did with the book. I just used the little cosmetic sponge and stamp it off a little and just go around the edges. I may cut this one out and use it in the book. And I went right over my watercoloring, so it took the tone of the watercolor and brought it down to a distress point. Oh, if any of you guys here, I just have to apologize real quick. If anybody signed up for my class, which is in St. George, Utah, I know a couple of you people did. It's canceled. I'm sure you probably figured that was coming. But we're going to do a virtual class that you can sign up for if you want to do that. Like if you want to take a real Lindsay lettering class, we haven't figured it out yet, the gal who owns the store and I, but you can call Dandelion Wishes if you're interested in that. Because that would make her happy because she's got to close her store, you know. Trying to help out everybody. Okay, so see how that took that from really bright and just distressed it? Now the shading and the tones, even of the watercolor, is brought way down. So I took and I did this one all the way around the edges. I didn't get in that white there though, but you kind of want to, even over your watercolor, kind of take it down so it's more muted. So that when I use this in this book, it looks a little bit vintagey. I'll show you another one. Then we'll move along. So even here where I cut it out where it's white, I can go down and distress it. So see the difference between down there and up here? It's just a vintage look. You kind of want to work in circles. I learned that from Tim Holtz. I didn't learn a lot from Tim Holtz, but I did learn that one. He is the master, you know. I don't think I need to distress in the inside, just on the edges. So then when I put this in here, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much cuter, right? So if you like that distress look, distress all your stuff before you go to work. Otherwise, you're going to be using ink, and then you're going to have ink on your hands. All right, one more thing I want to show you before we go to hole reinforcers is, because I can't get out and about right now, I'm going through my craft room and finding whatever I have around the house to use. So maybe you guys are scrapbookers that remember these things. Anybody? Photo corners? Mine are so old that they're the lick and stick kind. Now they make them where you can, you know, they're self-adhesive and you just peel them off the back. But how freaking cute is this? It's going to be so cute in the book. I'm not going to put it in right now because I'm not sure where I want this page to go. However, look how cute that is. Maybe it's going to go right there. Oh, I like it. All right. I don't see one comment. Am I missing comments, or are you guys just quiet and listening? Somebody let me know if you can hear me. At least a thumbs up or something. I hope you can hear me. There, I just turned my volume up. Shoot, I hope that wasn't a problem. Okay, so that's number 3. So we talked about that. But somebody type in and let me know you can hear me before I keep going. So I got those. So back to this one. So I'm just going to go back and show you. We distressed the white here, but I don't think I would distress this white because it's really cool and just got the stitched edge. Can you guys hear me? Somebody please let me know. Somebody type something. Maybe I got to go out of this and back in because I don't see anything happening. And that is so unlike you people. You're always talking. Oh, there you are. You are here. Oh, geez, I just didn't see any comments. Sorry. Sorry to be annoying. Anyway, I wouldn't distress this because it's just going to be cute with the stitching, right? But like this is just going to be so much cuter. I just have no idea what I'm going to do yet for my embellishments. All right, so you guys got that, right? Right? You got the distressing. So we're just going to write some stuff because I feel like I'm not doing what I'm here to teach you, which is lettering. So, and I'm not really going to, look what I did. Oh my God. This, and look on the back. It was one of my coloring things I was going to create. I was going to do a to-do list. Oh man, what a dope. Somebody's got to come and clean me up. I have too much going on. All right, so let's get out some pens here. Oh, hold on. I got to go get something. Got to get my colored pencils. Hang on. I'm coming. Here I come. Ready or not. Oh, phew. I'm back. All right. Here's the other thing I wanted to tell you. Since I pretty much stuck with these kinds of colors, I kind of stayed in the greens and brown tones. Instead of taking your entire giant box of colored pencils, which I normally would do, I'm just going to pull a few colors that are within this range and put them in front of me. It's so much easier than being tempted by a million trillion colors, right? I do want a yellow and a brown and maybe a bright green. Okay. All right, so that makes me happy. Not quite, there's the yellow. So yeah, instead of, that's what I said yesterday, I think, where I told you guys to just use a few things that are sitting around. Don't have tons of stuff to work with. Just work with what you have hanging out around you. Like a pencil sharpener, which I don't have. Hold on. I'm coming back. I'm here. Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's not fun just watching pencils sit there, is it? All right. We're going to write my list right after I do a little pencil work on this. So the reason I say just have a few colored pencils is because you can enhance what it is you did. I did watercolor on this, but then you can take your colored pencil. See how I'm going over the X's? And it's just getting deeper and brighter, kind of brightens the tone. Add another color in here. Sometimes it's really hard to get in these little spaces with watercolor, but it is kind of nice to use your colored pencils, or if you want to use a felt tip pen, whatever you use is fine with me. I'm just trying to show you how I do it. If you go over your black line, it just brightens the whole thing up a bit. And the pooch. There's my doggy Doodles. I don't know what he's barking at. We haven't had a UPS delivery in weeks. So do the same thing here, just brighten up these dots. So we're going to do that with our lettering today. So you see how much brighter that is than this, which is just kind of flat. And then you take your white pen and you go on top of the whole thing. So for some reason, boy, my internet is just messed up. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. There we go. I need a piece of paper. To put behind this. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, by the way, this does fit in this book. I wanted to tell you, I had to trim it pretty close. And it's going to fold, but it's going to fit right in the front page of this book. Got it? If you did it the same size as me, it will fit in the book. And my list is here. All right, so I already put my name on it. And then we're going to just copy my list. I did change a few things, but I have different size pens. And I'm going to do some straight printing and some different styles. If you guys want to see a certain style, let me know. If you're having trouble with a style of lettering, let me know. Hopefully I spell everything right, because that would make me sad. Because I really like how this page turned out. And today I'm going to take pictures of stuff and print them out on the printer. Because I do have a printer. If you don't, you can draw pictures or whatever you like. You don't even have to use pictures if you don't want to. So the style of lettering that we're going to do today is called filled in. And I just want you to take your colors, whether they're felt tip pens or whatever you use, and fill in any of the spaces with color. Yeah, if you're using felt tip pen, that works. If you're using colored pencil, that works. So if you're playing along, that's what we're planning here, kids. Oh man, he wants in. I don't know if you can hear my dog. That's the noise he makes when it's time to come inside. So whatever style you use, wherever your letters are, see, I still can't see any comments. I'm going to go back again and get myself out of here and come back into here. Anyway, we're just going to color in. That's the plan, Stan. There's 130 comments, it says, but I can't see any of them. Whatevs. It is what it is. Okay. Then I'm going to mix it up and use some other size tips, because I like fat letters and skinny letters. That's why I have all different sizes of the microns and the Pitt pens and my new pin pens. And you can get cute with it. I feel like I'm all alone today because I can't see comments. Probably better for YouTube. Let's see, suitcases. I think I can do that here. And if you guys feel more comfortable doing pencil first, write it in pencil first. It would probably behoove me to write it in pencil first. That way I wouldn't spell anything wrong, but you know. Is my friend Marilyn here? Because she's the one that makes fun of me for spelling things wrong all the time. So this is Broadway lettering. This is cursive. And this is just a cute little shape that we put our letters in. That was from Practical Printing. Let's see. Gotta sharpen my pencil. But I do need an orange. I'm sorry, I should have sharpened these ahead of time. I was busy prepping. Thanks you guys all for joining and for sharing 130 comments that I can't see. But you can talk to each other, I guess. So I'll just tell you a few things. Melissa, who was my pen pal 2 years ago, I want to say. Melissa, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 2 years ago from National Letter Writing Month. We became pen pals, and she's my fun friend that lives in Omaha, Nebraska. She's going to help us to organize a little letter writing group here in this group. So there is what they call a document, a Word document, I think, or maybe it's just called a document, in the files section of this page, where she created something that's called a Google, I don't know, maybe it's a Google Sheet. And she asks you a couple questions like, what's your address, and do you want to write letters to each other? And if you fill that out, we're going to pair you up with a pen pal by Monday. So if you don't do it before Sunday, too bad, so sad, you're out of luck. Don't ask again. And she's going to give you a pen pal, and you can write letters back and forth during the month of, whatever month we're in, April. Because I know everybody asked for it a while ago, but I just dropped the ball because I was busy. And then I thought, you know what? Mail is about the only thing that's keeping some of us sane, and these videos and musicians who are posting their music and TikTok videos that families are making, you know, that's all stuff keeping us going. So I figured everybody needs a pen pal. So the deal is you have to mandatorily do cute and creative lettering on your envelope. So when the mail comes, it doesn't look like a bill, right? So you have to stick stickers on it, use washi tape, decorate it in colorful pens. I mean, hoop and holler that envelope up. Make it beyond cute for your pen pal. That's the main thing, is you have to write one letter back and forth to each other. And Melissa is going to make this document available to everybody in the group, that's playing. And if somebody else decides they want to write to you, let's say your pen pal is Susie, but you get a letter from Betty, the only kind, I didn't mean to say you, Betty. I just mean Betty in general. The only kind thing to do is to write that person back. So that's where it gets tricky. You got to commit. I know I may spell this wrong. I don't know how to spell whisk. But when my dad passed away, I received a whisk broom that was his grandpa's and he kept it in the garage. I don't even know what he used it for, but I've always loved it, and it's now on my wall with my grandpa's shoe shining kit, because he was a cobbler. Is that what you call it? Shoemaker? I sure wish I could see your post. I'm going to try something else. Sorry. Nope, still can't. Don't care. Anyway, so when I went back through my house, I changed some of these things. So if you guys do have questions about assembling your book, you'll have to ask them here, and I'll go back and answer them when I'm done, or maybe somebody else can answer them, because apparently I cannot. And there is no rule for this, so like if I don't want to color that in, I don't really have to, but I kind of do. Kind of do want to. And you see how it's much easier if the colored pencils are right in front of you, because then that's all you get to use is what's sitting right in front of you. And it's cute. So my list is going to be stinking cute. I hope you guys didn't write your list yet. Or if you did, I hope you did them cute. Now we're going to go back to the Sharpie, because it's just big. This is a cool Sharpie. They have them at like Walmart and stuff. I don't know. It's like a writing Sharpie more than just using for packaging stuff. Sorry I can't talk to you guys. No one's sorrier than me, because I'm just here by myself. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to close Facebook on my laptop and come back to it. Maybe it's a connection problem. Who the heck knows? But I'm glad you guys are still sticking with me, even with all my technical difficulties. So we're going to get this done, and I'm going to put it in the book. Well, now I can't load it at all, so now I don't even know if you're there. Whatevs. Aha. It's an aha moment. It's like Oprah. I never use red, but I did use red in a lot of the pieces in this book this time, which is kind of weird for me. Okay, well, it's still filming. That's the good news. Looks really cool with all this distressing. I wasn't sure I would like it, but I do like it. 61 people here. I do see comments now. Corey, I can't see the other comments. Well, damn it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss, but this is my favorite thing during the day. And vary the size of your letters. They don't all have to be big. They don't all have to be small, but that's what makes it creative. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. I know you're here. I'm okay. You can stop now. Not really. You don't have to. For those of you guys that didn't get to see the tour of my house with all these things, you can go back and watch video number 2, I think, from yesterday. But they will be in the book, you know, as soon as I get it done later today. I got ink for my printer. I ran out of ink already, and I just got it in December, which tells me I print way too much, I think. This is kind of a fun thing to do. See how I just colored in that little of? Just did a circle around the whole tiny word. It's fun when you have a tiny word to do that. I'm getting lost here. I did this, this. Okay. I guess it's time to do my craft room window. Wish I could curb some of the wordage. There's a lot of words in some of these. I usually like to stick to 1 or 2 words in titles. But I'll show you another way to house your letters or your words. So you could make a little rectangle here and then write the word room in there. So give it a little encasing. And then we could come back with a really super fine, which is like a 003. And you could make this into a window. Looks like jail. But it's a window. Trust me, it is. So, hi everybody. I can't see your comments, so I can't help you with questions or anything. So your friends, maybe, if they can see your comments, maybe they can answer them. When I did see the comments earlier, Corey said she couldn't see anybody's comments either. So my husband says this is all happening because too many people are at home on their computers. I don't know if that's true, but it could be. Who the heck knows? It is a weird world we're living in right now, so... He says everybody is shutting down the internet. What does he know? I see when people join, like I see Ann just came in. Huh. Oh, Ramona just sent me a personal message. We're here. When I accidentally left the video, I saw all the new comments when I came back in, but I'm not seeing them. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, in one of the parts of the book, it teaches you how to do this cute little banner. I should show you, since I just drew one. You make like a little curve, and then you make another little curve in the same spot. So you do 2 of them together, same length, and curve it up on the end and curve it down here. And then you're going to connect this and connect this. And then you curl around here, a little swirl and a little swirl here. You can also do this and not much curl. Pretty much just a rectangle. And then you do it's a W or an M. Do you see how that is what is that, a W? On the other side, it's going to be an M. And you keep going to about there and then angle it in. And angle it in, and then you come from the corner and angle and the corner and angle, and you have a little banner. So There, I taught you something even though I can't hear you, can't see you, can't do anything. I hope I can fit this in there, though. I didn't do my banner very big. I was going to write my honeys in that space, but maybe I have to write my boo. I think boo will fit. Yeah, honey would never fit there. Everybody thinks it's funny because, like, young people call their boyfriends boos. Well, my husband is Brent Ostrom, so ever since he was a little guy, he was called Boo. It's not because he's not like I'm trying to be gangster or anything. It is kind of fun not hearing you guys because then I can tell you whatever I want and I don't have to answer your questions. Sorry, that's mean. I wasn't being mean. Just thinking for creative lettering purposes, it is fun to be able to just teach. Okay. Okay, next, Curtis's angel. All right, when you write angel, make sure you write angel and not angle. If you're writing angel along with me, which I know you're not because your house is different than mine. Oh, I would like to ask a request. I think everybody would like to see everybody's around the house list today, right? I think that would be super cool. So hopefully you guys will post your around the house list so we could look at them and wonder why you have certain things on there. Because yesterday I wish I could tell you what the gal's name was, but she had Dr. Pepper on her list, and I thought that was so funny that one of her favorite things around her house is Dr. Pepper. So funny. I wanted to ask, why Dr. Pepper, and why is that important in your house? But I did not ask because I don't want to be mean. Years ago for me, it would have been Diet Coke. I couldn't live without it, so I understand Dr. Pepper. For me now, it would be my water bottle. I can't live without it. I don't know why I drew a picture of an angel, but I just did. So your homework for today is to get your list done, right? Get it in your book. De-stress your book. And start working on pages if you want. If you're not doing your book, then at least write your list. The problem with this number 9 for me, Viking shelf, is that I have to clean the shelf before I can take a picture. Oh, I don't have to answer your guys' questions, so I can be on a soapbox today. I am so tired of reading about people who all they're doing is cleaning their house. Like, don't they have any hobbies? Use this time to do something super cool with your life. How cool would it be to learn something new? Like Fender is giving free ukulele lessons. If you go to fender.coms, V-I-K, I didn't mean coms. Viking, V-I-K. So you can take free ukulele lessons. I'm doing these free classes. I know other artists that are doing free classes. Go learn something new. You know, stop cleaning your house. It'll be there. Jeez. Sorry. I can't see your comments, so I'm just going to be on a soapbox. Maybe the whole world is falling apart, and that's why we can't see the comments from each other, and we're right at the edge, right at the end. When the internet's not working, that's it. It's over. Yeah, so don't clean your house. Keep working on these books. Bake. Baking is super fun. I have all my friends' baking stuff to take over to my mom's, memory care place, which is just the coolest thing to me that they all kicked in. I asked them to send cards yesterday to my mom, and then they all said that they would bake stuff and take it over. I'm sorry if you guys don't have good friends, but I have the best friends in the whole damn world. You got to get a tribe of people that are definitely like-minded, because I'm pretty sure we would all drop whatever and do whatever. Is that how you spell Viking? V-I-K, Viking. I think it is. Who cares? Almost done here, and then we're going to be done with this video because it sucks. I may have to come back in a while and do another one just so we could chat with each other. And do you guys see like this little word here? It's not on the line. You don't have to write on the line. And those O's are just crazy. So, you know, there are no rules with creative hand lettering. They don't have to be all capitals where a capital belongs. They don't have to be capitals and lowercase. They can be mixed up. Nobody says you have to do things a certain way. There's no teachers here that are going to grade you. Well, I mean, I know there are teachers here, but I don't think they'll grade you. Please don't grade us, teachers. So isn't this list much cuter than if you were just to handwrite it and put it on the page? Boring. I'll ask you guys a question since you can't hear me, and I'm going to read through the comments anyway. Hold on, I want to write paintings and not art. We have a bridal shower for my daughter, May 31st. We were going to send out the invitations on April 1st, which is tomorrow. We're all trying to decide, do we go ahead with it and send out the invitations even though it may get canceled? Or do I print something really fast on my printer that just says a pending date that may have to happen? Or not send it at all? Those are your three choices. Not send it with a pending date, which we don't even have yet, or just send it the way it is, and if it gets changed, it gets changed. So Riley, I think, took her cake stands with her, so I'm just going to say Riley's closet because she uses her old bedroom as a closet. You guys see how the thin and the thick pens really add a lot? So this was a thick pen and this is a skinny one. And changing up the size of your letters is fun as well. Now here is combination lettering, where you can do all different styles of lettering in one word. Oh my heck. What is Lindsay doing? She is getting crazy. But when I go in Riley's closet, it makes me happy. I miss her. Somebody said that they may get kicked out of Yosemite, and then what? Then they have to leave the valley, and she's the most protected in there, if you ask me. I don't want her leaving. Okay. I'm going to file for unemployment today. That should be fun, right? I started yesterday, and it took me an hour, and I gave up because I'm like, if this is hard for me, if you're fairly uneducated, it has got to be really hard for you. Because I'm pretty educated on a computer. And I think the unemployment department only allows you now to file on the computer. Weird. But in 5 days, my entire family will be unemployed. My husband's done with his job that he's on in 5 days. And that's it. So I'll be looking for a place to live, you guys, in a couple months. Better open your doors to me. Just kidding. It's not that bad. We'll be all right. More worried about my kids. Okay. I hate this video. I'm sorry I can't see any comments. We're going to be done. So, what's your homework? Oh, wait, hold up. You guys were probably yelling at me earlier and I didn't even listen. Whole reinforcements. Okay, we talked about doing this, right? So we don't have to go through that again. We talked about doing your list. We talked about distressing. And then I wanted to tell you about whole reinforcements because all I really wanted was sticker paper and I didn't have any, or so I thought. But if you guys printed any of the collage stuff onto sticker paper, and if you did this one, which is, I think it's still in the files. I keep forgetting to take it down, so take advantage of it while you can. This is the one that was for the Life Documented. And I took my 5/8 inch hole punch. If you're a scrapbooker, you might have a 5/8 inch hole punch or any punch that's a circle. Scoot. No, I don't want to use that one. And you can punch just the edges, right? Punch. Then you take your regular old hole punch, or you can do it out of not sticker paper. Then you just have to use a glue stick. Look, we made a hole reinforcement. Or, hold up. We could just punch some circles. Not there. I'm going to punch into my design. Better go over here. Okay, now we just have 3 stickers that will be so cute put on here as just an embellishment. But you can make your own hole reinforcements if you have a hole punch. All right, where's that darn tootin'? Oh my gosh, this is going to be flippin' cute. This might just be my cover. Might not. Right? How cute is that? So, now you guys see how cute you can do your hole reinforcers. And then you would just peel the backing off and stick it down. That's what I did here. I punched those out of, I had 2 of these extra sheets. I punched those out of this one with the flowers. So it's all through the book. And you really, really, really want these hole reinforcers. Otherwise, if you put a lot of ribbons in, your pages will rip. So that's about as much talking as I can do by myself. Oh, and why is this one on the front? Why did I put this here? Because I ripped the paper underneath accidentally. You know, you can cover anything up. You can fix anything. It's okay. So that's where I'm going to leave you because this sucks not being able to see your comments. So you can now do your hole reinforcements. You can de-stress your book. You can do your, let me put this in my book actually. You can do this one, whatever that's called. It's our list. And I'm going to do this by putting some score tape right down the center. And then putting it all around all 4 edges of this list. Because when you bend it in the center, you want a little extra glue, adhesive, whatever you want to call it. Score tape, double-sided tape. Don't use glue stick. It's just going to come right off. Anything that folds like that in the middle, it'll just come off. And then I'm done. And we made it through an hour, even without me seeing your comments and me talking to myself. But thanks you guys for all joining in. I'm sorry the internet is screwed up right now, but not my fault. Talk to Mark Zuckerberg. All right, now if I can get this in here straight, life's going to be good. Pretty good. Not too shabby. So there, my first page is in my book. How cute is that? So then all 12 of these get to go on the next few pages. Let me make sure I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and an ending. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. All right, so that's your job for today. And if you feel like doing something else and you're bored, create another book. Because let me just tell you, these little suckers are fun. If you didn't make one with us yesterday, go back and watch video number 1 and number 2. They're in the units of this page, not the files. Units. That's where we're keeping our classwork. Right, kids? All right. So have a great day. I'm going to go. This is cute on here too, but now it's distressed. I'm going to go. I got to go to the post office and take my mom her medicine and medical supplies. So I am an essential outing today. Have a great day. Love you all. Maybe I'll come back later and do another video because this pissed me off. Okay? See you later, alligators.